And John Bogan, the starting backfield, and I would think North Quincy will try and keep the ball away from Joe Cardarelli. Very much an offensive powerhouse. 964 yards rushing in 9 games this year, and he is close to getting 1,000 yards, nearly 100 yards a game average, and he is the deep man, and we'll have the kickoff coming from North Quincy. As we said, they are defending the goal to our left, the north goal, closest to North Quincy High School here in the first quarter. As the Red Raiders get set, as the bands are coming off the field, and they will take their seats, and the kickoff will be coming from Tim Kelly. And we are just about set. Hands in the air. Referee is Mike Donato. Gene Ferris, the umpire. Dave McCarthy, the head linesman. The field judge, Vic Scarzi. And there is the whistle. And we are underway, the 54th Thanksgiving Day football game, and it is kicked to Cardarelli at the 15, 20 up the middle of the field, 25, 30, 35 on his feet, close to the 40-yard line is Joe Cardarelli, and Quincy will have good field position, 1st and 10, as North Quincy with the wind at their back, 47-yard kickoff and a 25-yard return from Joe Cardarelli. They spot it at the 39-yard line. Steve Austin, 8 touchdown passes on the year, one of the captains, 6 foot, 390-pounder. Norm Hassan, the center, out first. He's over the ball as Bill Ryan splits out wide to the right. Wing right, I formation behind Austin. The give goes to Cardarelli. He is hit in the backfield and taken down. Tom Dolan, one of the captains from his linebacker position, making the stop. Cardarelli will lose about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Tom Dolan, the defensive captain, he has the Mohawk haircut, as Coach Ken McPhee always says. Several of the players usually get the Mohawk haircut early in training camp, but Tom Dolan has kept it. And he made a fine play defensively as he broke through on 2nd down and 11. The give to John Bogan. And no, check that. That was Cardarelli, and he got maybe a yard back to the original line of scrimmage before being brought down by Keith Segala. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Quincy Presidents, as North Quincy has played well defensively so far. Scott Shansky moves in. He will take his position in the defensive backfield, probably drawing Bill Ryan, which he will, who is wide to the right. Tight end is left backs in a split passing situation on 3rd and 10 near hash mark. The ball at the 39-yard line. Austin drops back, rolling right, looking to throw. Stumbles a little bit, can't find anybody. Now throws a Hail Mary, and it is nearly intercepted at the 45-yard line. Kevin Segala had a hand on it as Austin threw basically just a floater just before being tackled. And Segala, I believe perhaps he maybe was running with the ball before he had it as he took his eye off it, and it fell incomplete. It'll be 4th down from Quincy's own 39-yard line, and they'll be forced to punt it away to North Quincy. Dave Lawless and Bill McDougall go back set to receive this punt from Steve Gardner. He stands at his own 28-yard line, has to kick into a very stiff wind. 3-man wedge. Austin is the middleman, so that could be a factor later on in the fake. He gets the snap off the side of his foot, taking a Quincy bounce, so inside the 30, and this is going to die at about the 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 for North Quincy from their own 24 when we come back. 9:26 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless.
Your key Buick dealer on the South Shore is South Shore Buick, where reputation is everything, at 50 Adams Street in Quincy. For over 80 years, they put customer satisfaction above all else, whether it's the purchase of a new or used vehicle or the servicing of your car. South Shore Buick is the place to go. Stop by soon and see for yourself why you would really rather have a Buick from South Shore Buick.
North Quincy with the ball at their own 24-yard line on 1st and 10. Joe Mulvey, the quarterback, calling signals. The handoff to Paul McCormick, trying to sweep around his own right side. He's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line as he was hit by Joe Cardarelli, who plays an outstanding little bit of defense for Quincy as well. For Quincy, the defensive front, Tom Bjork, Mike Eastwick, Matt Healy, Joe Cardarelli, Dave Savage, Rick Smith, Steve Pekarski, Steve Gardner, the linebackers, Rob Carbez, Joe Iannello, the corners, Chris Mackey and Ernie Light, the deep backs. Loss of 3. It is 2nd and 13. We'll give you the North Quincy offense in just a minute. I formation, wing right side. No wide receivers. And the give to the tailback, McCormick, and he's up to about the 23-yard line. Cardarelli making his second tackle so far. And the North Quincy offense, the ends, Bill McDougall and Mike Ainsley, Tom McDonald, Paul Hogan, the guards, Tim Kelly, Tom Dolan, McDonald, Hogan, the tackles, Dolan, Kelly, the guards, Paul Nimisker in the center, Joe Mulvey, the quarterback, Ryan Craig, the fullback, Paul McCormick is the tailback, and at the wing, Vin Capone. And now Ryan Craig checks out of the football game as he is shuffling in and out. Mark Smith in on 3rd down and 11. And the handoff to McCormick, and he squirms his way straight ahead up to about the 29-yard line. Gain of about 5. He's going to be shy of the first down. It will be 4th down. And again, Joe Cardarelli, 3 tackles so far as he is playing outstanding defense so far in this football game. We'll be going back to the WJDA football scoreboard for a report in our next time out. Paul McCormick will be kicking this one away. Joe Cardarelli and Joe Iannello are deep. Good snap from center. Not too much of a rush. He gets it away. End over end kick aided by the wind. Iannello, fair catch call at the 29-yard line. Falls down, fumbles the ball, but recovers. 44-yard punt for North Quincy with 7:27 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless.
And we'll head back to Paul Carroll at the WJDA scoreboard.
Thank you very much, Bill. Just 2 minutes into the ballgame, Archbishop Williams recovering a Cardinal Spellman fumble. They converted it into a touchdown. Archie's lead 6-0. They missed the 2-point conversion. 2 minutes into the ballgame, Archie's lead Spellman 6-0. Super Bowl just getting a little bit closer for Archbishop Williams.
Thank you very much, Paul. We'll check back a little bit later. Here with a play-by-play, once again, Charlie Ross.
I formation, Iannello in motion to give to Cardarelli at the 28. He's to the 30. To the 35-yard line goes Joe Cardarelli. A fine bit of running. It'll be 2nd down. Mark Smith making that tackle for the Red Raiders of North Quincy. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. They're playing 11-minute quarters here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Right down in front of us, Coach Ken McPhee pacing back and forth, looking at his football squad. His defense on the far side, Jack Raymer checks out his offense. It is 2nd down. Again, Iannello in motion to give to Cardarelli. Again, he's got a hole. He's up to the 40, maybe to the 41-yard line. Sean Clancy on that stop for the Red Raiders of North Quincy. And that is close to a first down, but now they are going to give it to them. I thought perhaps they were going to measure, but they give them the first down. That's the first down in the football game, and it belongs to the Quincy Presidents. The ball at their own 40-yard line, ball right in the middle of the field. As they start the clock up again, we'll be hearing throughout the game from John Nicholson, who is down on the sidelines, and Jack Doyle alongside. And we'll be hearing from Jack at the end of this quarter. 1st and 10 for Quincy. I formation to give to John Bogan, the fullback. He's got about 4 straight ahead. Hit by Sean Clancy, the nose guard in this North Quincy 5-man front. It'll be 2nd down. So at this point, Cardarelli has done some damage for Quincy, and they have kept it on the ground with the exception of one pass that was nearly intercepted. The North Quincy defensive line has done very well against the Quincy pass offense. Receiver right side, that is Ryan, wing right, high formation, handoff to Cardarelli, hit in the backfield and stormed under at the 39-yard line as all kinds of red shirts were in there. Mike Ainsley made the stop, and they lose some yards back for a 5-yard loss, where it'll now be 3rd down and 11. We would remind you that this football game is being videotaped by Quincy Cable Systems, Channel 3, and will be shown tonight at 7 o'clock. That's Thursday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 3 here in Quincy. Hope you'll tune in. 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Norm Hess in the center. Out over the ball. It is 3rd down and 10. The ball at the near hash mark. Bill Ryan splitting out wide to the right. Just one man in the backfield. That's Cardarelli. He's in motion. Austin has no one in the backfield. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, and it is complete to Iannello at the 44-yard line and taken down. Ryan Craig making the stop for North Quincy. They're going to be shy of the first down as it was just a 5-yard gain. Everybody was out of the backfield. Austin had nobody to block for him. So it'll be 4th down and 6 for Quincy, and North Quincy will get the football as Dave Lawless goes back along with Bill McDougall, set to receive the second Steve Gardner punt of the morning, as he will get this one away from about his own 37-yard line as he stands and waits, gets a low snap from center, juggles it a little bit, gets it away though. Pretty fine kick as McDougall will feel this at the 18-yard line. Tries to come this way, right side, 20, 25, on his feet to the 30 and is taken down from behind on a ankle tackle by Steve Austin at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders of North Quincy. 41-yard punt, 16-yard return with 4:07 to go in the first quarter. It's scoreless.
Hey, sports fans, put some punch in your backing and give your money momentum plus insured safety with Financial Energy and Great Rate Investments at
the ball near hash mark at their own 36-yard line. Full house backfield, I slot right. Could be the blitz coming on here. Handoff to McCormick, and he gets about 3 up to the 38-yard line for being taken down by Steve Gardner, one of the linebackers, and it will be 2nd down. And they'll give him 3 on that, making it 2nd down and 7. We have 3:48 to go here in this first quarter at Veterans Memorial Stadium. As Ryan Craig in that backfield. He is the wing. He gets the handoff. He's to the 40. And to about the 44-yard line goes Ryan Craig on a little bit of misdirection. The ball was snapped, and Craig appeared as if he was going to go out for blocking and then came back in and took the handoff. He was brought down on that tackle by Dave Savage for Quincy, one of the captains of this Quincy President's squad. It is 3rd down and 2 now for North Quincy, as they send Steve Happas out wide to the left side. The ball remains near hash mark I formation. Wingman right side. Some movement in that Quincy line. The handoff to Ryan Craig, 50 into Quincy territory. It'll be a first down. First down of the football game for North Quincy. Rob Carbez making that stop for the Presidents of Quincy. So now North Quincy getting their first penetration into Quincy territory today on what is just a beautiful sunshiny day here at the stadium. Couldn't be any better weather for football. The field holding up in magnificent shape. 1st down and 10 in Quincy territory at the 48-yard line. The pitch to Dave Lawless, 50 on his feet to about the 46-yard line as he swept around his own left side. And on that stop for Quincy, Steve Pekarski making that stop. They spot the ball at the Quincy 46-yard line. Gain of just a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. That's Coach Ken McPhee, hands folded, looking in. Now claps his hands just a little bit as he's looking for his offense to keep going. Ball at the far hash mark. Ryan Craig with the handoff. He's down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Earned a difficult yard or so there. Mike Eastwick making that stop for Quincy. And it will be 3rd down, about 3rd and 7 now for the Red Raiders. Make it 3rd and 6 as they spot it at the 44-yard line. As Bill McDougall checks in, Paul McCormick checking in, and Steve Happas coming in for North Quincy on what you would anticipate to be a passing situation. Happas comes out along with McDougall wide to the right. I formation. Joe Mulvey rolling right, looking to throw. Rushes on. He's going to be sacked at the 45-yard line. Looks like Steve Pekarski came all the way over from the right side as Mulvey was rolling this way, and Pekarski had to chase him a good way and sacks him for a 12-yard loss, and it will be 4th and long, and North Quincy will be forced to kick it away. It has been a great defensive battle so far today for both squads. They have played outstanding defense. And going back for Quincy, Joe Iannello is the deep man. And Dave Lawless punts this one away high, end-over-end kick. Iannello's going to watch it bounce at the 15, take a North Quincy bounce inside the 5, and they're going to down it at about the 1-yard line. Outstanding punt by North Quincy and roll of 54 yards. And Quincy will start deep in their own territory with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Quincy and North Quincy scoreless.
1987 models have started to arrive daily at South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street in Quincy, so they must make room, which means great savings on the remaining 86 models. But don't hesitate, these 1986 models are selling fast, and at these prices, why wait? Get the South Shore Buick today and drive away with a beautiful new Buick. Well, we'll be checking in with Jack Doyle a little bit later on in our broadcast as we have 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
And Quincy has just called a timeout with just 36 seconds in this quarter, and they are deep in their own territory as Jack Raymer over on the far side. He is talking to Steve Austin, his quarterback, and Tom Dolan, the defensive captain, along with Brian Campbell, conferring with head coach Ken McPhee. Maybe we can get down quickly to John Nicholson, just get his feeling on this game. So far, it's been a pretty defensive struggle, John.
What it's been a defensive game, and there's been a lot of hard hitting, which you can really appreciate when you're down here on the field. And also the wind is a big factor, as you saw in that last punt by the North Quincy Red Raiders. And the field, I'll mention again, is in excellent condition and doesn't appear to be affecting the footing at all, Charlie.
All right. Very much, John. As Quincy starting at their own 1/2 yard line, it is Bogan and Cardarelli. Side by side, the give is to Bogan. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and just barely got out of the end zone as there were red shirts all over the place. And bringing him down on that play was Mark Smith, playing his first game of the season and making his first tackle of the day, second tackle actually. It is second down and 10 for Quincy. As the clock showing 10 seconds, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ryan splits out wide to the right. Same backfield with Cardarelli and Bogan. Now Bogan goes in motion, and the quarter ends. They had pitched it to Cardarelli, who was trying to go right side, but they did not get the play off before the end of the first quarter. So we have played to a standstill at the end of 11 minutes of football. Quincy nothing, North Quincy nothing. And let's get back down in the field to John Nicholson and his sidekick today, doing some sideline commentary as well, Jack Doyle. Gentlemen, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. And down with me this Thanksgiving Day is Jack Doyle of South Shore Buick. And, Jack, we've been enjoying quite a defensive battle so far.
Very, very tough football here, John. They're doing a good job, both teams. As you say, the field is no problem at all today, but they're really about 6 inches from that goal line right now. It's going to be a tough shot there. We do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and just to say thank you for all your support, and we hope that each and every one of you have a great day. And we can't stay for the whole game, but we're going to head up. Mom, if you're listening, we're heading up there. We should be there probably about an hour or so. So from everybody at South Shore Buick, happy Thanksgiving. And to the Channel 8 viewers, happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, Jack, thank you very much. Charlie, back up to you, and we'll head down the other end of the field.
Thank you very much, John Nicholson, and happy Thanksgiving to Jack Doyle and everybody at South Shore Buick. As Quincy is deep in their own territory, and it is second down and 10. They did not get that last play off before the quarter ended. It was a pitch to Cardarelli. Now they line up in an I formation. Ryan is wide right. The ball at the half-yard line. Hand off to Cardarelli, and he is penalty flag. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. But hold on, we've got a penalty flag. We do have a penalty flag, so let's see what the call is. It looks like it may be against Quincy. As we are awaiting the referee, Mike Donato, to give us a signal, it is against Quincy. As Mike tells us, it is illegal motion, so it is a safety, and I believe we'll give that to Kevin Segala. And so it is 2-0. North Quincy has taken the lead over Quincy here at the stadium, and Quincy will be kicking it away from their own 20-yard line. as Cardarelli did not have a chance. North Quincy had 2 or 3 players in the end zone, and Cardarelli was about 2 yards deep in the end zone when he was brought down. So our score, with just a few seconds gone in the second quarter, is North Quincy 2 and Quincy nothing.
This crowd's been cheering, and you'll be cheering as well when you put financial energy behind your banking needs. Their easy loans give you the power to really kick off your dreams. They're happy to offer you personal loans for all good reasons. Financing at South Weymouth Savings Bank. Well, Charlie, before the game, we mentioned Ryan Craig and Joe Cardarelli, the 2 big guns thus far. Ryan Craig with 16 yards unofficially, and Cardarelli with 6 yards on the ground after 1 quarter of play, and a 2-0 lead as the North Quincy Red Raiders come up with a safety just 7 seconds into the second quarter.
And now the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line, and Quincy can either kick it off or punt it. They have the option. The North Quincy receivers are standing at their own 30-yard line, as Quincy now has the wind at their back. They are defending the goal to our left as we look at the stadium or the north end zone. And they will be kicking this one. They will punt this one, as Steve Gardner will punt it, as Paul McCormick is the deep man. So Gardner has the ball. Hands are in the air, and North Quincy will get the football once again. Gardner should get off a pretty fine kick with the wind at his back, and over-end kick. And it is McCormick fielding it at the 38, 40, 45 up the middle of the field, 50 into Quincy territory, down to the 40-yard line. And Paul McCormick was about 2 players shy of breaking that for a touchdown. A 41-yard punt and a 22-yard return by Paul McCormick. So North Quincy is in business once again in good field position. And we go back perhaps to the beginning of the game when we speculated that whoever won the toss might take the win. Quincy won the toss and took the ball. North Quincy took the wind, and it helped him on that punt that set up the safety. So the Red Raiders are on offense. Mulvey on the handoff, and McCormick gets nothing as he is hit behind the line of scrimmage for about a 6-yard loss. Mike Eastwick on that stop for Quincy, and it will be second down. Outstanding defensive play by Quincy. So the ball back to the 46-yard line, just underway here in the second quarter, and it's a 2-0 lead. As Joe Mulvey has an I formation, Craig is fullback, McCormick the tailback, and to give is to Ryan Craig inside the 45, straight ahead down to the 43-yard line. Again, Mike Eastwick along with Steve Pekarski making that stop for Quincy. So the ball is marked at the Quincy 43-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 12. In this series, Quincy has won 27, North 21, and there have been 4 scoreless ties. North with a 3-6 mark this year, Quincy 4-5. Steve Happus is wide to the right on 3rd down and 12. Hand off to McCormick, and now it is a reverse to Capone, to 40, down to the 35, and down to about the 31-yard line. They are going to be shy of the first down, as Vin Capone, the wingback, does not carry the ball too much, but he played the reverse extremely well on that one. Ernie Light making the stop for Quincy, and they are still going to be shy of a first down, but this time now by just a couple of yards. And it will be 4th down, an 11-yard pickup on the reverse from McCormick to Capone. And now North Quincy is asking for timeout with 9 minutes exactly to go here in the second quarter, with our score, North Quincy 2, Quincy nothing.
Everyone at South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street in Quincy, would like to invite you to preview the exciting new 1987 lineup of Buicks. 1987 models are now in stock, with more arriving daily. Why not be one of the first to test drive a 1987 Buick from South Shore Buick, where for over 80 years, they've put customer satisfaction above all else. 8:59 left to go in the first half. The Red Raiders of North Quincy leading here in this one 2-0 over the Quincy Presidents. Coming up at halftime, we'll have halftime news. Following the game, we'll have the rundown on all the big games today, including Weymouth North, Weymouth South, Archies, and Spellman, and all the other big contests going on with Paul Carroll and the WJDA scoreboard. Here, the Red Raiders have the ball. deep in Quincy territory. Once again, Charlie Ross.
And Archie's was winning 6-0. Paul reported that a while ago if you're just tuning in now. It is 4th down and 2. North is going to go for it. The ball at the Quincy 32-yard line. Handoff to fake handoff. Mulvey trying to roll around his own right side. He's going to be hit and taken down at the 35-yard line as Rob Cabez did not go for the fake as we did and makes the tackle of Joe Mulvey, and Quincy will take it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line as their defense is held with 8:52 to go in the second quarter. It is a 2-0 football game. And Quincy will go on offense now, trailing in this football classic. Bill Ryan will come out wide to the right, the ball at the far hash mark. Austin has Bogan and Cardarelli in an I formation, and a pass to Cardarelli, and he's going to lose a yard. He is stopped shy of the line of scrimmage and not pleased at himself, but North Quincy did a very good job defensively. Mark Smith making that stop. They shut the end off. It was the far end, and as we had mentioned, they're using the far hash mark, so there was not a lot of running room for Cardarelli to get to the outside. He was not able to, and he loses a yard. It is 2nd down and 11 at their own 34-yard line. Steve Gardner splits wide to the right. Joe Iannello also right side. Austin calling signals. Tight end is left, and now Bogan comes in motion right side. 3 potential receivers out there. He's looking to throw, throwing out, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Steve Gardner at the 48-yard line. Excuse me. As Gardner had it, looked like it hit him right in the chest and fell to the ground. And it was a fine pass route, and North Quincy gets a break on that one as Gardner would have had a fine reception for a 1st down. So now it is 3rd and 11 for Quincy with the ball at their own 34-yard line. Bill Ryan splitting out wide to the right, wearing those diver's gloves that a lot of receivers like to use. They feel they can catch the ball a little bit better. And now Bogan comes in motion left side. Austin looking to throw. Here comes the rush, throwing it over the middle. Complete Iannello at the 45 into North territory to the 47-yard line. Joe Iannello for a 1st down. A fine pass play by Iannello. He was all alone over the middle, and he was streaking. Austin hit him for 18 yards, and a Quincy 1st down. A fine play by Iannello. It is difficult to catch a ball when you are running, and Iannello was at full speed when he turned around, and the ball was there from Austin. 2nd 1st down. The ball is fumbled by Cardarelli. Big pile up. It looks like North Quincy has got it. They have it at the 45-yard line of Quincy. Just a missed pitch from Cardarelli to Austin, and it was recovered by North's Mike Ainsley. So the Red Raiders will go on offense 1st and 10 at the Quincy 46-yard line. It's 2-0, North Quincy with the lead.
And Charlie, early in the game here, Austin 3 for 4, 22 yards in passing, but once again, the defense comes up with a big play as they've done throughout the game on both sides. The Red Raiders with the ball just over the 50 and marching into Quincy territory.
Mulvey calling signals, play action fake, rolling right side. He's looking long, has his men, and it is caught at the 30. To the 20 and down. A fine catch by Mike Ainsley, who juggled the ball at the 30-yard line, but nobody was there defending. He was able to haul it in for 28 yards, and a North Quincy 1st down to the Quincy 19-yard line. A fine play by Joe Mulvey, the junior, as he rolled right side and was able to hit Ainsley at about the 35-yard line. He juggled it for about 5 yards, but hauled it in and was brought down at the 19. 2nd 1st down for North Quincy. As Mulvey hands it off to Dave Lawless, sweeping right side 15, hurdles over some Quincy players down to about the 11-yard line before being brought down. And it'll be about an 8-yard gain. Rick Smith making his 1st tackle of the day for Quincy. And now the President's defense has got to come up with something here as they trail by a 2-0 score. And North Quincy is moving from right to left as we look at the field. And they are moving well. Paul McCormick checking into the football game, bringing in a play from Coach Ken McPhee. With the arms folded, looking at his squad. I wing right is the formation. And to give to the fullback straight ahead, Mark Smith, and he gets maybe one to the 10-yard line. See where they spot it. They spot it at the 10, so he's going to be shy of the first down by about a yard, just a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and a yard as North Quincy bringing in Steve Happus. And Happus will line up. Let's see, there are 12 men in the field. North Quincy's going to call the timeout. As Happus realized that there were 12 in the field, he calls time. It'll be 3rd and 2 when we come back. North Quincy with the timeout. 5:57 to go in the second quarter. It is 2-0 North Quincy.
Football's great, but there's no action like the transactions you can get with a Financial Energy Express 24 card at South Weymouth Savings Bank. It offers round-the-clock convenience at thousands of 24-hour tellers. Quincy with a 2-0 lead on a safety as they picked it up on the first play of the second quarter. 5:57 left to go in the half. North Quincy with a 3rd down and 2 situation deep in Quincy territory, the farthest that either offense has gotten into an opposing team's territory today.
Now Quincy has completed their defensive huddle, and North Quincy will huddle up as Joe Mulvey and Ken McPhee have conferred. A reminder that the game is being videotaped by Quincy Sun Channel 8. Will be seen twice tonight at 6 and 8:15 p.m. You'll be seeing videotape by Channel 8 and audio courtesy of WJDA. And that's tonight at 6 and 8:15 on Quincy Channel 08. I formation, 3rd down and a yard. Mulvey, quarterback sneak. He's got the first down. Getting some good blocking straight ahead down to about the 6-yard line. Paul Nimiskern, the center, doing an outstanding job of blocking there. That is the 3rd first down for the Red Raiders. We'll be going back to the WJDA football scoreboard. Next chance we have to Paul Carroll. He has an update for us. It is now 1st and goal for the Red Raiders at the 7-yard line. They are working against a very stiff breeze blowing from the north here in the second quarter. It worked to their advantage in the first quarter as they trapped Quincy down deep at their half-a-yard line with a great punt and caused a Quincy safety. Mulvey on the handoff to Lawless at the 5, and he is hit at about the 3 and driven back as Mike Eastwick making that stop as Eastwick just nailed Lawless at about the 3-yard line, drove him back to about the 4. See, they're going to mark it at the 3. They will give him the forward progress. So 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. The Red Raiders march up to the ball, the far hash mark. Smith and McCormick are in the backfield. Hand off to McCormick. Straight ahead. He is in the end zone. Touchdown! As Paul McCormick, the tailback, goes in from 3 yards out. And the North Quincy Red Raiders have now taken an 8-0 lead over the Quincy Presidents with 4:51 to go here in the second quarter. And we'll have the try for the points as a red streamer comes out of the stands and is on the sideline now, in the end zone actually. And we will have the try for the point coming up. It is 8-0. North Quincy has gone out to a bigger lead over Quincy here at the stadium. And that delights the North Quincy fans who are the home fans right down below us. Today, North Quincy is going to go for the 2 points. Backs in a wide split. It is Lawless and Craig behind Mulvey. Mulvey looking to throw, complete to Bill McDougall, right side for the 2. So Bill McDougall in the right side of the end zone hauls it in for the 2-point conversion. And with 4:51 to go in the second quarter, it is North Quincy 10, Quincy nothing.
Your key Buick dealer on the South Shore is South Shore Buick, where reputation is everything, at 50 Adams Street in Quincy. For over 80 years, they put customer satisfaction above all else. Whether it's the purchase of a new or used vehicle or the servicing of your car, South Shore Buick is the place to go. Stop by soon and see for yourself why you would really rather have a Buick from South Shore Buick. Charlie, 7 plays, 62 yards, a little over 3 minutes on that drive. Of course, the big play was the big gainer as they connected on the 28-yard pass reception to Ianello Mulvey. And the Red Raiders with a 10-0 lead with 4:51 left to go in the first half.
And Bill, North Quincy has done it so far without using Ryan Craig very much, as he has carried the ball a few times, but it has been Lawless and McCormick who have done the job. So we will have the kickoff coming up from North Quincy High School, as Tim Kelly will be kicking it to Bogan, Cardarelli, or Ionello. And this Quincy offense, very explosive, so they can get back into this one real fast. And kicking against the wind, you would suspect that Quincy should get a pretty good return. They have set the ball up at the far hash mark. That I'm sure they want to keep it away from Joe Cardarelli and not kick it to him, as Kelly awaits the whistle, and he moves up to the football, and it is a low end-over-end kick. One of the up men picks it up at the 30, 35, and he is clocked at the 35-yard line. Did someone get the number of that truck that came around? And it is first down. And it looked like Keith Gott made that stop for North Quincy. First down for the Presidents, who trail 10-0. 5-yard return off a 25-yard kickoff into a very strong wind here at the stadium. The field is holding up in magnificent shape. Ryan and Ionello go right side. The ball near hash mark. Austin calling signals. Play action fake. He is bootlegging left side, looking to find somebody. Can't find anybody. Calls his own number and is going to be taken down for about a 3-yard loss, as he was hit by Kevin Segala and brought down as Austin was looking down the left side of the field. Could not find anybody and loses a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 12. Well, we'll get back to the football scoreboard as soon as we can to get an update. Maybe between plays we'll take a quick update, as Paul Carroll with something important to tell us on second down and 11. Bogan goes in motion. Austin looking to throw, setting up over the middle. Has it complete to Gardner at the 45-yard line. He is up close. They mark it at the 46. It'll be a 13-yard pickup and a first down for Quincy. Third first down of the football game. All right, back to the studio. Quick update now from Paul Carroll.
Charlie, it is now 14-0 Archbishop Williams. Billy Conley, an 11-yard run. Landolfi through for the conversion. Second period score, Archbishop Williams 14, Spelman nothing. Back to you, Charlie.
Thank you very much, Paul, and that's good news for Bishop fans. It is first down for Quincy. They trail 10-0 in this football game. The Presidents at their own 46-yard line. Cardarelli is hit in the backfield and taken down. And what a hit from Paul Hogan of North Quincy, making his tackle, first tackle of the day, and making it count, as he hit Cardarelli just as he was handed the ball. Loss of about a yard. It'll be second down and 11. Cardarelli has been a marked man today for Quincy. This North Quincy defense has done the job against him. I formation. Ball in the middle of the field. Ionello is left. Bogan moving left. Shaughnessy. Austin rolling right, and he is taken out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Right in front of that Quincy bench, several red shirts over there. And on the stop, Dave Lawless, as he takes him down, as Austin again looking to do something down the left side, and the North Quincy defense certainly shutting him off, as he has been unable to come up with anything. Gained himself about 3 yards, so it will be third down and 8 for Quincy. The ball at their own 48-yard line. 2:52 to go in this second quarter. It is 10-0. And now with the ball at the far hash mark, twin receivers are right side. Ryan and Ionello, now Bogan coming right side. North Quincy setting up, looking for something. Austin sets up, looking, has his man complete at the 40 and down. Joe Ionello to the 36-yard line goes Joe Ionello. Ryan Craig on the stop for North Quincy. A fine run of 19 yards, pass play, and a first down for the Quincy Presidents. As Roy Lind is joining, we got everybody up here, as this is an outstanding game as Quincy is on the move. They'd like to get on the scoreboard before They go into the locker room. Cardarelli sweeping left side, hits the line of scrimmage, and he's got about 4 yards as he goes to the 32-yard line. He was hit by Scott Shansky and taken down. It'll be second down as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter at the stadium before a big house of people watching this one. And Quincy marching up to the ball. Norm Hassan, the center. Ryan is right. Iannello is right. I formation. Shaughnessy, play action fake. Drops back, looking to throw, and it is complete. No, incomplete. In and out of Mike Ainsley's hands to North Quincy. Iannello looked like he had it at the 20-yard line, but very, very close, and the official right down there to call it. So it is an incompleted pass. And a break for North Quincy. It'll be 3rd down and 6 with the ball at the 33-yard line of North Quincy. Quincy a little far out, even with the wind at their back, for a field goal attempt. And Steve Austin is 4 for 6 for 41 yards, Bill tells me. Twin receivers right side on 3rd down and 6. Man in motion is Bogan. Austin looking to throw, setting up, throws it over the middle, and incomplete. Another grass cutter, and it is ruled incomplete, and Austin got hit just as he delivered the ball. So now 4th down and 6 for Quincy, as Jack Raymer wants to have a quick word with Steve Austin. Does not take a timeout. Clock is stopped with 1:38 to go here in this second quarter, and a 10-0 North Quincy lead. A safety, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion is how North Quincy got their points. 4th and 6. Just one man in the backfield. 3 receivers out to the right. Austin looking, throwing a quick one to Cardarelli. He is hit at the 28-yard line. As, let's see where they spot the ball. He appears to be shy. He is shy by about half a yard, so North Quincy is held. They'll take the football with 1:30 to go in the second quarter in a 10-0 North Quincy lead over Quincy.
Football's great, but there's no action like the transactions you can get with a Financial Energy Express 24 card at South Weymouth Savings Bank. It offers round-the-clock convenience at thousands of 24-hour teller locations for deposits, withdrawals, payments, and transfers.
North Quincy goes on offense with a 10-point lead. I formation. Craig and McCormick. It is McCormick getting the handoff through the line and up over the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Going straight ahead, Mike Eastwick, who's played a great game defensively on that stop, but officially that's his 4th tackle on the game. 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Herb Fontaine standing by at our Quincy studios. He'll be providing halftime news for us. Paul Carroll will have an update from the football scoreboard on the games we're covering today. I formation. Bill McDougal is out wide to the right. Handoff to Ryan Craig, going forward over the 36 to about the 37-yard line. Taking some people with him. Mike Eastwick again on that stop. Steve Pekarski also in to help out. And that is another first down for North Quincy. That is the 4th first down of the football game. And we have a new number checking into the football game. That's Joe Botti, a wide receiver. And he lines up wide to the left. Far hash mark, wing right side, I formation. Mulvey calling signals. The handoff to McCormick, 40, up to about the 43-yard line goes Paul McCormick. And he is brought down by Rob Cabez. 20 seconds. North Quincy, I'm sure, just happy right now to take a 10-point lead into the locker room. 14-13. Probably get one more play off before halftime. Twin receivers right side, Mulvey. Now sends McDougal in motion to the right. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw, setting up, going for it long all the way. And Mulvey has it. Complete and down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Time has run out. And if North Quincy had any more time, they could have been close to getting some points on the board, but a fine catch by McDougal will end the first half as North Quincy has a 10-0 lead over Quincy at the end of 22 minutes of football. A 47-yard pass play from Mulvey to Bill McDougal, but it is halftime, and the two teams are coming into the locker room, and let's go down to John Nicholson.
Charlie, we got Coach Ken McPhee. Ken, you're going in a position you want to be in.
Absolutely. We told our kids we got to come out, break out on top, see if we can hold them with our defense. We said our defense has got to win this game for us, and so far they've done an excellent job for us. Our offensive line has really come together and blown some good holes over there. You know, defense is the name so far, though. I really believe that.
Well, it's been so far this morning, and what do you look for in the second half, Ken?
Same stuff. They're going to come out throwing, obviously, so we're going to have to do some adjustment to that, but we're going to come out and do the same things we're doing in the first half.
Okay, Ken, thank you very much.
I would like to say hello to my mother. She's in the hospital. Hello, Mom. We'll bring it home for you.
Okay. There you go, Charlie.
All right. Thank you very much, John. And it is halftime, and it is a 10-0 lead. And before we leave you, why don't we recap the scoring? It all started with a safety that gave North Quincy a 2-0 lead.
That's right, Charlie. Safety
for North Quincy High School and Mark Lunnan. And we are set. Quincy has got to get the offense going. They have got to get Joe Cardarelli out into the open field, and we get the kickoff, and McCormick fields it at the 18, up the middle of the field, 20, 25, 30. He's up to the 37-yard line and taken down at that point. It'll be first down. Norm Hassan made that stop, so Joe Mulvey will go on offense. A 19-yard return for the Red Raiders. For Quincy, they were very busy defensively. Steve Pekarski unofficially with 4 tackles. Mike Eastwick also 4 tackles in the first half, as the defense was called on quite a bit. Steve Happus is wide to the right. Mulvey calling signals with McCormick and Craig in the backfield. Vin Capone, the wing in motion. Pitch to McCormick, sweeping right side, 35, breaks a tackle, and he is taken out of bounds at about the 40-yard line as he is brought out by Rick Smith, taken out of bounds right down in front of us. And they will spot it just about at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 1. It is second down and 9, just underway in what is a gorgeous weather day, one of the best weather days we can remember for high school football on Thanksgiving Day. And now the Red Raiders, the 2nd and 9, sending Bill McDougal out wide to the right there, working the near hash mark. Man coming in motion, and the handoff to McCormick. He's over the 40 to the 45-yard line. Taken down by a host of white shirts. Mike Eastwick on that stop for Quincy. And it will be third down. And now officials timeout. Injured player for North Quincy as he is being looked at. It is Paul McCormick. So there's timeout on the field for an injury. It is 10-0 North Quincy leading Quincy.
Your banking will soar when you have South Weymouth Savings Financial Energy to kick it off. Loans, investments of all kinds, Express 24, and more. Get financial energy today at South Weymouth Savings Bank.
Well, Paul McCormick up, looked like maybe he just got his bell rung a little bit. Seems to be fine. He'll have to come off for this play, though. It'll be third down and 3 for the Red Raiders of North Quincy. The ball at their own 45-yard line right in front of us. North Quincy moving from left to right or from the north to the south end of the stadium here in Quincy. I formation. Some movement in that Quincy line. The handoff going to Dave Lawless, and he looks to have the first down to about the 48-yard line. Driven back. We'll see where the officials spotted, where the referee Mike Donato is standing. It looks like he has it, but it looks like they're going to bring the sticks across to measure. That's what they'll do. I believe that he does have it, but we have timeout in the field for a measurement. 10:04 to go in the third quarter in a 10-0 North Quincy lead.
Everyone at South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street in Quincy, would like to invite you to preview the exciting new 1987 lineup of Buicks. 1987 models are now in stock with more arriving daily. Why not be one of the first to test drive an 87 Buick from South Shore Buick, where for over 80 years they've put customer satisfaction above all else.
Well, they stretch out the sticks. Referee Mike Donato holding sway on that. It's by the length of the football. A first down for North Quincy, and that'll be their 5th first down of the football game. And it is spotted at their own 48-yard line. North Quincy maybe not having the statistics offensively so far in this football game, but they have the statistic where it counts, and that is 10-0 at this point. Brian Durgan is the wing to the left. Steve Happus left side near hash mark. Now Durgan comes in motion, and to give us to Lawless, stutter steps into Quincy territory to the 45, down to the 43-yard line, close to another first down. We'll see where the officials spot the football. It is near a first down. Joe Iannello making that stop. It is another first down. That'll be 6 first downs on the day for the Red Raiders. And we'll be checking back at the WJDA football scoreboard with Paul Carroll. Next chance we get. North Quincy moving here in the third quarter as they have taken the opening kickoff. Bill McDougall is wide to the left, and the give is to Ryan Craig, breaking some tackles to the 35, and he is hard to bring down to about the 33-yard line goes Ryan Craig. He'll get about 8 yards on that play. He was extremely tough to bring down, but Rick Smith finally able to get him. He had about 3 white shirts on his back. Gain of 8. It is 2nd down and 2. North Quincy short huddle. Out they come. Steve Happus is wide left. It is Lawless and Craig. Backs in a split now. And the give is to Craig once again. He is close to the first down to about the 32-yard line. Right straight into the throat of the Quincy defensive line. Tom Bjork making the stop for the Presidents. And it is a first down. That is the 7th first down of the football game for North Quincy, as they keep possession at the Quincy 31-yard line. And now timeout being taken. And we're just waiting to see. It is taken by Quincy. So there's timeout in the field with a 10-0 North Quincy lead. Back to Paul Carroll at the football scoreboard.
Thank you very much, Charlie. At the half, Milton leading Braintree 12-6. Kevin Bly 2 touchdown runs of 3 yards and 1 yard. Archbishop Williams leading Spellman at the half 22-6. And one other score as well. Weymouth South 7, Weymouth North nothing late in the second period. Back to you, Charlie.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Keep up the fine work, and we'll be checking with you throughout this second half. Sounds like Archbishop Williams may be going to a Super Bowl date at BU a week from Saturday. So still time out on the field, 8:31 to go in the third quarter. It is 10-0 North Quincy.
And this crowd's been cheering, and you'll be cheering too when you put financial energy behind your banking needs. Easy Loans give you power to kick off your dreams. Ask for details on loan financing at South Weymouth Savings Bank.
On first down and 10 from the 31-yard line, Capone in motion right side, handoff to McCormick, 25 on his feet to the 20 and down to about the 19-yard line. It'll be another first down for North Quincy, depending on where they spot it. And we have an injury. McCormick is shaken up once again, so we have timeout on the field for an injury. It is 10-0. A fine run by Paul McCormick of about 13 yards, and another first down for North Quincy. 10-0 with timeout on the field.
Your key Buick dealer on the South Shore is South Shore Buick, where reputation is everything, at 50 Adams Street in Quincy. For over 80 years, they've put customer satisfaction above all else, whether it's the purchase of a new or used vehicle or the servicing of your car. South Shore Buick is the place to go. Stop by soon and see for yourself why you would really rather have a Buick from South Shore Buick. This is the 8th play of this drive, Charlie. They've picked up 3 first downs. This drive started back on the 38-yard line. The opening drive of the second half, North Quincy moving the ball well. They have the lead 10-0. 8:25 left to go in the third quarter.
Paul McCormick was carried off the field by a couple of his teammates. Dr. Harold Goodman's going to look at him, something in his right leg or ankle. It is a first down for North Quincy. Dave Lawless tries to cut right side. 15, spins his way down to about the 11-yard line. Goes Dave Lawless. Gain of just about 9 yards as North Quincy eating up big chunks of yardage against this Quincy defense. As the clock now under 8 minutes to go in this third quarter, it is 10-0. The Red Raiders leading. A reminder, this game is being videotaped and will be shown on Quincy Cable Systems, Channel 03, tonight beginning at 7 o'clock. So we hope you'll tune in. North Quincy has called a timeout. The clock is still moving, but the referee just indicated timeout. And let's see, someone should stop that clock. It is moving. It's 10-0. There is timeout on the field. And now the officials again indicating timeout, but about 15, 20 seconds was just lost off the clock because of the clock operator missing the timeout signal. But it is 10-0, North Quincy with the lead, and they are moving once again.
Put some punch in your banking and give your money momentum plus insured safety with financial energy and great rate investments at South Weymouth Savings Bank. They offer term deposit certificates, money market deposit accounts, and tax-sheltered retirement accounts.
Second down and a yard for North Quincy. Craig in the backfield. And it is Dave Lawless getting the handoff inside the 10, dragging some Quincy defenders down to about the 5-yard line. Ernie Light in there on the stop for Quincy. And it is another first down. That is 8 first downs. And North Quincy is first and goal at the 5-yard line. Ernie Light, second tackle of the day. Bill McDougall splits out wide. To the left, it is Lawless and Craig in the backfield. Hand off to Craig straight ahead, down to about the 4, maybe to the 3-yard line. Mike Eastwick bringing him down as Eastwick on the stop. He's played a good game for Quincy today. And it will be second and goal. They'll spot it at about the 3-yard line. Second and goal at the 3. As North Quincy would like to put this one on the board, and it's really important for Quincy, whose offense has been held in check so far, to stop North Quincy on this drive. I formation with the slot. The handoff to Lawless. It gets down to about the 1-yard line. Tried to vault over the Quincy defense, but did not do it. Joe Cardarelli on the stop. We have a penalty flag, and the preliminary indication, the North players are saying it's against Quincy. We're waiting for our referee, Mike Donato. He says Quincy offside. So this is where it gets to the splitting of hairs this deep in the territory. Whether you take the ball once again and take the play over once again, or let it go. And it is half the distance to the goal, so they take the penalty. Very few penalties, just a couple in this. There was one in the first quarter that was refused, so this is the first penalty against either team that has been marched off. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Mulvey, quarterback keeper, and he does not get in. Very close to the end zone, but we had to wait for the officials to give us their signal, which they did not. But the ball is ever so close. It is about half a yard shy of the end zone. The North players indicating to Coach Ken McPhee where the ball is on the far side. Jack Raymer looking in at his defense. They have got to come up with some big plays here. Keep North Quincy out of the end zone. Already down by a 10-point margin. And Dave Lawless up and over in for the touchdown. Doing his Sam Cunningham imitation, Dave Lawless goes up and over for the score. And North Quincy has now stretched their lead over Quincy. It is 16-0. And the North Quincy fans right down below us, who are the home team this year, celebrating that, and will have the try for the points. And Quincy has got to get their offense going when they get the football. A fine drive by North Quincy as they took the opening kickoff and have kept the ball for over 5 minutes, and it has resulted in a touchdown as Lawless from 1 yard out for the score, and a 16-0 North Quincy lead.
Charlie, quickly, 62 yards and 5 minutes and 17 yards ticked off the clock on that drive.
And we'll have the try for the points. I believe, let's see, Mulvey is back out there. He came off just briefly, but he went back out. North Quincy went for the 2 on their first touchdown by Paul McCormick, and they're going to go for the 2 once again. With Lawless lone man in the backfield. Mulvey looking to throw in the end zone. It is incomplete. In the back corner of the end zone, tried to hit Steve Happus, but it is no good. Try for the 2, and with 5:38 to go in the third quarter, North Quincy has stretched their lead over Quincy to 16-0.
With all the 1986 models at year-end clearance prices and the beautiful 1987 models arriving daily and being sold, South Shore Buick now has a tremendous selection of double-checked used cars, a wide variety in all makes, models, and styles for you to choose from, so be certain to stop by South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street in Quincy, and investigate their large inventory of double-checked used cars. Once again, Charlie, a 1-yard run by Lawless, the pass incomplete, and the Red Raiders out in front 16-0. What amazing statistic. A credit to both coaches, Charlie. Only 2 penalties in the game, both going against Quincy, offside penalties. And, of course, the first one was declined on the safety play when the Red Raiders picked up the first 2 points of the game. No penalties thus far against North Quincy into the third quarter.
And we'll have the kickoff coming up from North Quincy's Tom Patch, and we are just about set as Tom Casey puts it into the air. John Bogan fields it and returns it to the 29-yard line. And on the stop for North Quincy, Jim McCluskey, and Quincy will go on offense first time in this second half, and with 5:33 to go in the first quarter, and they trail 16-0. Quincy has got to get the offense going. They simply have not been able to get too much of a sustained drive going, and Joe Cardarelli has been held in check by the North Quincy defense. I formation behind Austin. Pitch to Cardarelli. Got some blocking out in front of him. 30 on his feet to the 35, up to the 38-yard line. About a 9-yard run for Joe Cardarelli, and that should be his best run of the day. On the stop, Mike Ainsley of North Quincy. It'll be second down and a yard for Quincy. Certainly Coach Jack Raymer right now telling his players, just be cool, don't do anything foolish. We've got some time. We've got to get back into this one. Pitch to Cardarelli. This time he's sweeping right side, 40 on his feet, 45 up to about the 48-yard line. It'll be a Quincy first down on a fine run by Joe Cardarelli. And Scott Shadsky making that stop for the Red Raiders of North Quincy. A 12-yard run and the 4th first down of the football game for the Presidents of Quincy. The ball just shy of the 50-yard line. Norm Hassan, the center, out over the ball. Quincy lines up with Bill Ryan. To the right, they are at the far hash mark, the right hash mark. And a delay, handoff to Bogan. He's at the 50, 45 into North Territory, 40, 35, and down to about the 34-yard line goes John Bogan. Be about a 17-yard run for John Bogan, who has done just an outstanding job this year blocking for Joe Cardarelli, and that will be a Quincy first down, 5th first down of the day for the Presidents. Clock moving with 4:27 to go here in the third quarter at a 16-0 North Quincy lead. A beautiful sunshiny day at the stadium as Austin calls signals, handoff to Cardarelli again. Breaks the tackle but is hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. As Ryan Craig made the stop, there were several North Quincy players as Cardarelli is driven back for a 3-yard loss to the 37-yard line. And it will be second down, as Cardarelli had good blocking the last 2 plays. That time he did not have the blocking, and he paid for it. Second down and 13. Austin has twins right side. I formation behind him. Pitch to Cardarelli. Here comes a reverse. Joe Iannello back at his 45, 40. He's looking for a block. 30 and out of bounds at about the 29-yard line goes Joe Iannello. A fine run on the reverse. North Quincy tried to reverse here earlier, and Joe Iannello was looking for one block. He really didn't get it. The corner was shut off, but he got it to the 29-yard line. Gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Quincy. As they move from right to left here in the third quarter, ball near hash mark. Ryan and Iannello are to the right. Austin hands off to Cardarelli, slips and falls at the 28-yard line. Just about back to the line of scrimmage. That is the first time today we've seen anybody slip on the turf. It is just in fantastic shape when you consider all the rain. But gain of just a yard. It is now 4th down and 5, and Steve Austin is asking for time. Quincy will call timeout with 3:11 to go in the third quarter in a 16-0 North Quincy lead.
Put some power behind your banking with a Financial Energy Express 24 card at South Weymouth Savings Bank. It's hard to beat for round-the-clock deposits, withdrawals, payments, and transfers whenever you want. Get your Financial Energy Express 24 card today at South Weymouth Savings Bank. Going into today's game, that Joe Cardarelli needed just 36 yards to pick up 1,000 on the year. Unofficially, I have him down for 26 yards as he's picked up a few yards on this last drive. So 10 yards to go for 1,000 yards on the season for the Quincy senior running back Joe Cardarelli.
1,000 yards. Let's win this football game, and that's what they're pointing to right now at the end of the game. If he's got his 1,000 yards, that's fine, but he'd rather go out remembering his team winning the game, and that's what both coaches have echoed this week. Every time you talk to them, the players remember. They don't remember who won or what the score was of the Brookline or the Newton or the Brockton game. They will remember this game as long as they live. It is 4th down and 5. Austin steps in behind center at the North Quincy 29-yard line. Joe Iannello goes in motion. Cardarelli, lone man in the backfield. Austin looking to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. As Bill Ryan was the intended receiver at the 15-yard line, he had to reach back for that football and couldn't quite hang on to it. So North is held as the Red Raiders will take it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 29-yard line is where they'll spot it. So the North Quincy defense has played just an outstanding football game today, as they will go on offense with 3:05 to go in the third quarter. And when you're down 16 points, time has to be a little bit of a factor for Quincy. Even though there are 14 minutes to go in this football game, they have to get some offense going and keep North Quincy off the board. Handoff to Dave Lawless. He's over the 30 to the 35 to the 36-yard line before being brought down by Chris Mackey. A fine run by Lawless, and it will be 2nd down. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And John Nicholson, who was down in the field, we haven't forgot you, John. We'll check in with you in a moment or so here. Get your comments as you've had a bird's eye view watching this football game. 2nd and 3 from their own 35-yard line. Lawless again, the handoff cutting outside 40, 45, 50, 45, 40 going down the field. One man can catch him. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Quincy! Dave Lawless on a very simple off-tackle play. Left side cut to the outside for 64 yards. And a North Quincy touchdown. It is 22-0. North Quincy with the lead over Quincy. Just a simple play, nothing fancy. He got to the outside. The defensive backs were chasing him. Ernie Light had a chance at him at about the 15-yard line, but Ernie Light's coverage was on the near side of the field, so he had to make a angle beeline to the right, and he was unable to catch up with him. And North has now stretched its lead over Quincy to 22-0. Just an outstanding run by Dave Lawless, 64 yards. And North Quincy will go for the point after. And Coach Jack Raymer, I look over at him and pacing. That was just the one thing they did not need at this time. Now Quincy in a deeper hole. North is going for the 2 points. Mulvey looking in the end zone for Lawless. Complete for the 2 points in the right corner of the end zone. So the try for the 2 is good, as the teams come back upfield with 2:17 to go in the third quarter. North Quincy 24, Quincy nothing.
Put some power behind your banking with a Financial Energy Express 24 card at South Weymouth Savings Bank. It's hard to beat for round-the-clock deposits, withdrawals, payments, and transfers whenever you want. Get your Financial Energy Express 24 card today at South Weymouth Savings Bank. Well, Charlie, that drive, very easy, as 2 plays, 72 yards, just under a minute, and the North Quincy Red Raiders now with 14 points here in the third quarter, out to a 24-0 lead on the big 64-yard run by Lawless, and he caught the reception on the 2-yard point after touchdown. 24-0. North Quincy with a commanding lead in the third quarter.
Well, let's go down to John Nicholson, as he has been covering things in the sideline. He had a pretty good view of that touchdown, John.
excellent view of it, and Mr. Lawless just turned the corner, hit the sidelines, and just kept right on going. A beautiful, beautiful run. Things here on the North Quincy side of the field where I am at the moment are sky high as the Red Raiders are looking to possibly victory this morning. Charlie?
All right, thank you very much, John. And we will have the kickoff from Tim Kelly. It is Cardarelli and Iannello. End over end kick. Cardarelli fumbles it, and now Quincy takes it at the 25-yard line. Joe Iannello put his knee down, so the play ends at the 25. Quincy's offense has got to get moving. Down 24-0 in this one. The Presidents simply have not been able to get deep into North Quincy territory. Their deepest penetration came on that last series when they got down to about the 25-yard line. But for Coach Jack Raymer, Steve Austin and Joe Cardarelli have got to get things moving, get in for a score, and get back into this one. And very explosive offense. They most definitely have the capacity to do it. Iannello in motion from left to right. Austin, play action fakes, and passes complete to Iannello at the 32-yard line over on the far side. And that'll be about a gain of 6, second down and 4. Ryan Craig making that stop for North Quincy. Scott Shansky also over to help out. We are under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter at the stadium. It is just an outstanding day. Look at everybody up here. We have Carl Leone, the retired athletic director for the Quincy schools, watching things. Second down, Cardarelli fumbles the football. Let's see who's got it. North Quincy has the football. As Cardarelli missed the pitch from Austin, and Tom Dolan recovers the fumble. And North Quincy will go on offense, leading 24-0, and they have it at the Quincy 24-yard line. So everything that could possibly go wrong to this Quincy offense has happened in this game. A safety and now a fumble. So now North goes on offense. Steve Happus is wide right. Capone goes in motion. McCormick back in the football game. Flag is down. He's got it to about the 22-yard line. Gain of just a couple. But we have penalty flags thrown. Ernie Light on that stop. And the North Quincy players are indicating it is holding against them. And Quincy will probably move them back. This will be the first penalty against North Quincy today. Offensive holding is the call against the Red Raiders. And that will move them a little bit back. They'll get first down once again, but a little further out as the ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. Referee Mike Donato indicates offensive holding against North Quincy. 1:29 on the scoreboard clock. That is the official time left in this third quarter. In what has been a beautiful day so far for North Quincy, but Quincy can get back into this one real fast, but they have to make it happen. And Vin Capone gets the handoff, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and taken down by Rick Smith. That'll be his fourth tackle of the day. And there'll be a 2-yard loss to the 37-yard line. So now it will be second down and 22 for North Quincy. Just a big crowd here watching from just about every vantage point that you could think of. Looking at this one on second down. The handoff going to Brian Durgan. Fumbles the football, and Quincy has got the ball as Durgan had the ball stripped. And let's see who it was that got it. Tom Bjork was in on that, and possibly Ernie Light. I believe Ernie Light recovered the fumble. So it'll be first down for the Presidents of Quincy, and they have the ball at the 36-yard line. First down and 10, and Quincy has got to get something going as time just about running out in the third quarter. They have 11 minutes and 36 seconds left in this football game to make up 24 points. Handoff to Cardarelli. He's hit in the backfield and taken down. Just an outstanding one-on-one tackle by Tom Dolan. Man, we mentioned earlier with the Mohawk haircut, the defensive captain, as he took Cardarelli and put him down for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 12. The ball right in the middle of the field at the 34-yard line. As Steve Austin steps up. Receivers left and right now. Man in motion, and that's the end of the quarter as Quincy does not get the play off. We've completed 3 quarters of football here at the stadium with our score, North Quincy 24, Quincy nothing.
And we'll take this time out and be back with the 4th quarter action here on Radio 1300 WJDH.
Potential Energy is South Weymouth savings on your side. Go see them today and start moving in on your goals.
Back here live at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Quincy. This is Bill Coleman along with Charlie Ross. The 3rd quarter was all North Quincy. They came up with 14 points. One of the touchdowns on a Lawless one-yard run, and the other touchdown on a 64-yard run by Dave Lawless. The 2nd touchdown they converted on the pass try to Dave Lawless. 14 points, all of them belong to Lawless. Here's the 4th quarter action with Charlie Ross.
2nd down and 12. Austin looking to pass, looking long over the middle, looking for Ianello, and it is incomplete. Batted away by Scott Shansky. Ianello was down at the North Quincy 40-yard line, had a full head of steam. Shansky about a step behind him and was able to bat the ball away. Good play by Shansky. And it will be 3rd and 12 now for Quincy, as they have got to get something going. They have gotten no closer than the 25-yard line of North Quincy in this football game. Bill Ryan comes out wide to the right. He has been shut down as well today. Austin steps in. Ianello in motion right side. Austin looking to throw, looking over the middle, guns it complete to Ryan at the 50, on his feet at the 45, 40, it's a foot race, 30, 25, 20, and he is tackled by Scott Shansky at the 10-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle by Scott Shansky, an outstanding catch by Bill Ryan at the 50-yard line. He fumbles the football, and North Quincy has it. As Ryan was hit, fumble the football, and North Quincy recovers the football. What a turn of events. A 54-yard pass play, and the Quincy players are, and the coaching staff, a little bit upset at that, as they felt maybe there was some personal foul action in there, but it stands. North Quincy recovers the ball at the 7-yard line after a fine Bill Ryan catch and run. So the Red Raiders go back on offense deep in their own territory at the 7-yard line. Handoff to McCormick, cutting outside at the 20, and down at the 20-yard line goes Paul McCormick, and that is a first down. So North got out of the shadow of their own end zone very, very quickly. And that is the 9th first down of the football game for the Red Raiders, a 13-yard Paul McCormick run. We saw him earlier in the game. He was carried off with an injury. We thought he might be done for the day, but he has come back and come back strong. First down, it is McCormick once again getting back to the line of scrimmage. Rick Smith making that stop. Smith's played a good game today. Unofficially, that's his 5th tackle. And now time becoming more and more the enemy of Quincy. And a rough break for the Presidents. It looked like Ryan was about to go for a touchdown, but Shansky got him from behind, and when he hit the turf, caused a fumble, and North Quincy recovered the ball. On 2nd down and 10. Capone goes in motion right side. It is McCormick again going right side. He's up to about the 25-yard line before being brought down. Steve Pekarski making that stop for Quincy. 5th tackle for him on the day. And it will be 3rd down as the clock under 10 minutes now. 3rd and 5 here at the stadium. And after this play, we may go to John Nicholson. He had a pretty good view of that fumble by Bill Ryan. Maybe he can fill us in a little bit more on third down. Ryan Craig gets the handoff, and he looks to be close to the first down and to the 30-yard line. John, you were right down in that sideline. Maybe you can fill us in on that fumble by Bill Ryan.
Ryan was running down the field, Charlie. He was looking behind him. He took a couple of looks behind him. I think he took his concentration off the football, and when he got hit, he just lost the ball.
All right, so a tough break for Quincy. They have had several tough breaks in this football game. And it is a first down for North Quincy. That is the 10th first down of the game. And now North Quincy asking for time with 8:33 to go in this one. North Quincy with the lead over Quincy, 24-0.
Everyone at South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street, Quincy, would like to invite you to preview the new 1987 lineup of Buicks. 87 models are now in stock, with more arriving daily. Why not be one of the first to test drive a 1987 Buick from South Shore Buick, where for over 80 years they put customer satisfaction above all else. 24-zip, the North Quincy Red Raiders with the lead. 8:33 left to go in the ball game here at Quincy's Veteran Memorial Stadium, as the North Quincy Red Raiders sitting on a big lead right now. But as we've mentioned throughout the game, the Quincy Presidents always explosive on offense. Following today's game, Paul Carroll will update us on all the big ball games going on around the South Shore and Greater Boston area on the WJDA Scoreboard Show following today's game. Once again, here's Charlie Ross.
All right, thank you, Bill. Don't forget that today's game being videotaped by Quincy Sun Channel 8 and can be seen twice tonight at 6 and 8:15 p.m. with WJDA's audio and the Quincy Sun video. It is first down for North Quincy at their own 30-yard line. Hand off to McCormick. Stutter stepping his way forward, 35 up to the 36-yard line. Penalty flag has been thrown. We'll see what our referee, Mike Donato, will be calling. It looks like it may be against North Quincy. Don't forget, immediately following the game, we'll be selecting the Fiella Insurance Agency Player of the Week. And we have a couple of players today. We'll be picking one from Quincy and one from North Quincy. This is going to go against the Red Raiders, putting the ball back to the 20-yard line for offensive holding. So they will get the down again, except now it will be first and 20.
2 penalties, 20 yards against the Red Raiders today.
And those both come in the late stages of this football game. Bill McDougall is wide, right eye formation. Mulvey on the handoff, flag thrown again. Vin Capone getting up to the 30-yard line, about a 10-yard run, but we've got another penalty flag, and it looks like it'll go against North Quincy, as the field judge really threw that penalty flag with, boom, a lot of authority as he threw it right into the line. They're talking with Quincy, so this will go against the Red Raiders, or Quincy could choose to decline the penalty. And they are still talking about it right now. And referee Mike Donato indicates holding once again against North Quincy, and Quincy will decline it. So they will take the play, making it second down, but it was a gain of 10, so it'll be second down and 10. And with 8:02 clock moving, North Quincy with a 24-point lead. Time is becoming precious for Quincy. They need this football. Pitch to Paul McCormick, trying to sweep right side, looking for a block, does not get it, and is hit at the 34-yard line by several white shirts. Steve Pekarski in there on the stop. And also over to help out for the Presidents, Rob Cabez. And now we've got a penalty flag thrown well after the play. This will probably be an unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul, as that penalty was just thrown just second before we called it. And something or other, somebody said something, and puts the ball back at the 20-yard line, a 15-yard penalty. And it's for unsportsmanlike conduct against North Quincy. And so there's no down involved because it was thrown after the play had ended. So it remains third down. Now it is third down and 20 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. As Bill McDougall goes left side, ball left hash mark I formation. Wing is right. And the handoff to McCormick, and flags once again in what has been a penalty-free football game in the last couple of minutes has turned into a penalty-filled football game. So this will cost probably North Quincy 5 yards back to the 15-yard line for procedure, illegal procedure against the Red Raiders. This is a break, if you will, for Quincy, because North Quincy digging a hole deeper and deeper in their own territory. If North Quincy has to punt, Quincy, I'm sure, will be going for the block, and if they do not block it, North kicking into a terrible wind here in this fourth quarter. Quincy should get pretty good field position. And handoff to Mark Smith, and he's up to about the 30-yard line, straight ahead, getting some running room. And back to the original line of scrimmage, Chris Mackey on the stop, but they're going to be 10 yards shy. A 10-yard gain by Smith. It'll be fourth down for North Quincy, and punting time for the Red Raiders. And Quincy should get pretty good field position, as we said. A terrible wind blowing from north to south, and North Quincy defending the south goal here in the fourth quarter. Joe Cardarelli and Joe Iannello get back, set to receive Tom Casey's punt. No, it's Dave Wallace who's going to punt, and he does get it away. Not a great kick. It's going to take a north bounce, though, to the 40 and be down at the 38-yard line. 6:02 to go in the football game. Quincy will go on offense. They need 24 points, trailing North Quincy 24-0.
Hey, sports fans, put some punch in your backing and give your money momentum, plus insured safety with financial energy and great rate investments at South Weymouth Savings Bank. They offer term deposit certificates, money market deposit accounts, and tax-sheltered retirement accounts, all with the power of financial energy. Check it out at South Weymouth Savings Bank today. They have the power. 31-yard punt by Lawless. The Presidents take over from their 39. And once again, here's Charlie Ross.
And first and 10 for Quincy. Steve Austin pulls up his sleeves. He's got some work to do. Bogan goes in motion. Austin looking to throw over the middle, and it is complete to Bill Ryan in North Quincy territory to the 45-yard line. Gain of about 17 yards, and will be a Quincy first down, as they have got to pick up some big yardage. And Coach Jack Raymer, we have timeout on the field. One of the Quincy players shaken up, so Jack out there to check him out. We have a timeout in the field. Let's go back to Paul Carroll at the WJDA football scoreboard.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Barring a miracle by Cardinal Spellman, Archbishop Williams will be going back to a Super Bowl. They lead in the start of the fourth quarter. They are leading 36-6. In Division II, Bridgewater Raynham leading Taunton 27-0, just underway in the fourth quarter. So Bridgewater Raynham and Archbishop Williams looks like they are headed for bowl country. Back to you, Charlie.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Jeff Sprague, the injured player, he is being attended to as the doctor out there, Coach Jack Raymer, and he is on the ground. He's moving around. He's sitting up, and I think he's going to get a little assistance in coming off the field. And he's going to get a fine hand on the far side from the Quincy players, as he is being helped off. Looks like something in the left leg, knee, or ankle, somewhere in that area. So a first down for Quincy in North Quincy territory to the 45-yard line with 5:55, and Quincy has got to score quickly. Onside kick it, score again, and they've just got to light up the scoreboard as quickly as possible to get back into this one. Ryan and Bogan are right. Austin now sends Steve Gardner. He was tight left. He now sends him wide left. Austin drops straight back, looking to throw, rushes on, steps up into the pocket, looking to throw, gets it away, and it's going to be intercepted by North Quincy at the 15, 20, and to the 21-yard line. It was picked off by Paul Moody, and now we have penalty flags as some of the North and Quincy players are getting into a bit of fisticuffs. And, oh, here we go as the two teams are going to get into a battle. The Quincy players have left the bench, and the North Quincy players are fighting right out in the middle of the field, and this is not called for. Now, cooler heads are prevailing. Both coaching staffs getting out there and pushing their players back. They are still going at it. Come on, break it up, guys. As both teams going at this, and this is not called for at all. And very unfortunate incident to see this happen as the teams are now being separated. And both squads are getting cheered by their fans. You can hear the North Quincy fans cheering, but there's nothing to cheer about like that. It's foolishness to do something like that when you have two teams playing a good, clean, hard-nosed football game to get into foolish maneuvers like that of coming out in the middle of the field. So the police out there, and one thing at least I will say, the fans were being very good. Nobody left their seats or anything. No, the officials are going to talk about that. Just very unfortunate to have that happen as both teams are going out. Now North Quincy is going into their locker room. John Nicholson, why don't you get out there and see? Perhaps this game is going to be called. Let's see what our referee, Mike Donato, is going to do. North Quincy has gone into the locker room. And, John, what's the story down there?
Charlie, but we'll go up with referee Mike Donato and see what it is now. They have sent the teams to the locker room, and the coaches are not sure at the moment just why or whether they're going to come back out. But I'll stand here and see if I can get referee Mike Donato to give us a ruling on this right now as I approach him here, Charlie, and see.
All right.
Mike, what is the ruling you've got going now?
I'm just going to bring the two teams together. We've got some ejections that we'll talk to the coaches on.
Okay, so they will continue to play. As you heard him say, they've got some ejections coming. The two teams will be brought together, the ejections made, and then they will continue to play football. Charlie?
Okay, thank you very much, John, and something that we have never seen in the 14 years that we've been doing this football game. The captains are going to go out along with the coaches. Jack Raymer is out on the at the 50-yard line along with his captains. The captains for North Quincy out there as well, and some players are going to get chucked out of this football game. And perhaps, John, you might want to go out there and see what the story will be. So John is going to go out there and get the story. Now Mike Donato is sending John off. He's sending the cable television camera off the field as well. And some people are going to be thrown out of this football game. The North Quincy players are now coming out from underneath the runway here at the stadium. It's 24-0 North Quincy with 5:23 to go in this football game. And we have just had both benches empty and massive a bit of fisticuffs going on from both squads, and something we're sorry to see and be reporting on. I don't know if that's something that's ever happened before in this football game, and just one of those things. We see Marty Finnegan, the athletic director for the Quincy Schools. He's going to go out into the huddle right now and see what they're going to call, as Mike Donato, the referee, sent John off the field. The cable television camera also sent off the field, so we're not privy to what the discussions are as to who has been ejected from this football game. And now Quincy huddling up, and North Quincy will huddle up, and well, referee Mike Donato is moving this way now. He moves back out to the 50-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct is his call against North Quincy, and unsportsmanlike against Quincy. And we are not able to tell you at this point. John is going to go over there and see if he can find anything out. Not able to talk to the referee, but John's going to talk to Marty Finnegan. And John, take it away.
And we'll speak to Marty Finnegan if we can. Mr. Finnegan, if you can. Well, Mr. Finnegan is not wishing to talk to us either at this moment, Charlie, but just one thing I did notice that perhaps you noticed as well after they went out to the center of the field and were talking. Both Jackie Raymer and Ken McPhee put their arms around each other and shook hands and said, let's play ball. So I think that's what they're going to try to do right now. I'm still not sure on the ejections, and I'll try to find out for you.
All right, thank you very much, John. As both squads, a very unfortunate incident here at the stadium, and we're just 1 minute shy of 12 o'clock. Happy Thanksgiving, Radio 1300, WJDA, Quincy, Massachusetts. It is 24-0, North Quincy leading Quincy. We've had a bit of a break in the action with 5:23 to go in this one, and what certainly kind of an embarrassing incident for the schools. Just one of those things that happened, and certainly you can carry your emotions on the football field and play good hard-nosed football, but when it gets into what we just saw, that is definitely not called for. So it is first down as we set things up. The ball is spotted at the 28-yard line of North Quincy, and Quincy with it. And they have given the football to North Quincy
On the interception.
on the interception. That is correct. Excuse me. My emotions were carried so away with me here. That's right. It was an interception. So it is a first down for the Red Raiders at their own 24-yard line.
Paul Brown with an 8-yard return on that interception on the play that started the fireworks here. And we're ready for more football action. Once again, here's Charlie Ross with 5:15 left to go in the ball game.
As the clock is rolling, I formation. Mulvey on the handoff to Lawless, and he's got about a yard to the 25-yard line before being brought down. And Mike Eastwick making that stop for
3 yards.
the Quincy Presidents. It'll be second down and 8. Give him 2 yards on that play. Steve Happus checks into the football game. And Quincy needs the football. Trailing by 24 points in this football game. They need the football very badly to get in and get a couple of scores quickly on the board. And the handoff going to Lawless, trying to sweep around his own right side. Stutter steps. He's going to be stormed under at the 23-yard line as he stopped, which was probably the worst thing he could do. He was trying to let his blockers get out in front of him. He stopped, and that gave the Quincy defense a chance to move up. And they brought him down for a loss of about 3. It'll be third down and 11 now for North Quincy. Clock is moving. We are at the 4-minute mark left in this football game. Bill McDougall is wide to the left. Joe Mulvey, who's played an outstanding game at quarterback, calling signals. And the handoff to Ryan Craig. He's got a hole at the 30, 35 on his feet to the 40, and he falls forward to the 43-yard line. Ryan Craig on the first down. Fine run by Ryan Craig for 20 yards and a first down for North Quincy. That is the 11th first down of the football game. As the clock is moving with 3 minutes 34 seconds left in this one. And Bill, you've been keeping watch on Joe Cardarelli, and he is probably not, unless Quincy gets the football back, going to get his 1,000 yards, as he has been stopped pretty cold today. Vin Capone gets the handoff, and he is hit shy of the line of scrimmage as he is taken down by several Quincy defenders, as Rob Conley and Craig Boland making that stop. It'll be second down. We have 2:59 clock moving left in this Thanksgiving Day Classic being brought to you by South Shore Buick and South Weymouth Savings Bank. And on a handoff to the 45-yard line, we have a new quarterback for North Quincy. That is BJ, or Bob Silva. So Coach Ken McPhee is bringing some of his backup people in, giving them an opportunity to play in this football game. Ted Stevenson checking in. The thrill of every youngster's lifetime on a football squad to play in the Thanksgiving Day game, something they will remember all their lives. And now B.J. Silva wants timeout, so the clock is stopped. 2:17 to go in the game. Our score is North Quincy 24, Quincy nothing.
1987 models have started to arrive daily at South Shore Buick, 50 Adams Street in Quincy, so they must make room, which means great savings on their remaining 19.
Quincy, pretty much this one is going to go to North Quincy unless you have a real miracle. 24-0. The city trophy will go to North Quincy for another year. They have had it this year and will be going for another year. And here's a handoff back to the line of scrimmage to Mark Lunan. And that's about all he got, back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 8. We have 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in this football game. And North Quincy will be punting this away to Quincy. Like to thank our production people back at our Quincy studio, Jay Asher, Joe Catalano, and Roy Lynn for their outstanding help on today's game. And we will have the punt from Dave Lawless. Gets it away. High end over end kick into a stiff wind. It bounces at the 35. Takes a Quincy bounce to about the 38-yard line, and that's where Quincy will start 1st and 10 with 1:30 to go in this one after a 20-yard punt. And let's see, as Quincy will be bringing out some new people. As we see Sean Monroe out there. Bill Shaughnessy will stay in the game. I think at this point probably try and score, avoid a shutout. And let's see if Joe Cardarelli is out there. We see Bogan.
Unofficially, Charlie, I've got Joe down for 22 yards. As we mentioned, he needed 36 for the 1,000-yard mark on the season. So we'll have to pick up 14 yards or so.
Well, we don't see him out there, so apparently Joe Cardarelli is going to be denied his try for 1,000 yards. And timeout has been taken. It is 24-0, and we might mention with Archbishop Williams seemingly unbeatable right now as they are all over Cardinal Spellman. Paul Carroll has been keeping you updated on that, along with Gene Biazzi. It looks as if we may have another football game to bring to you here on Radio 1300 WJDA 1 week from Saturday, and tentatively scheduled for a 9:15 game at Boston University's Nickerson Field. And if that is the case, we'll be bringing you the Archbishop Williams game against an opponent to be named. Austin on 1st down, looking long, looking into the sun, looking for Bill Ryan. Incomplete, in and out of his hands at the 20-yard line. And Ryan dejected at himself. He had 6 points if he had been able to haul in that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 1:23 to go in this one. As we mentioned, if all goes well, we'll have the Archbishop Williams Super Bowl appearance for you 1 week from Saturday. I believe that is December 6th. For some reason, I didn't bring my calendar with me today, but it's a week from this Saturday. Holliston right in there. That's who they played last year and lost by a 3-point margin. They'd love another crack at Holliston. 2nd down and 10. Austin is rolling left, looking, rushes on, running with the football up to the 50 into North Quincy territory, and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line goes Steve Austin. It'll be a 1st down for Quincy with 1:13 left in this football game. And we'll be selecting the Payella Insurance Agency Players of the Week, as both squads certainly with some outstanding players. We'll be picking one player from each school And that will be coming up immediately following this game, which will be a North Quincy victory. Austin at the North 45-yard line. First down, drops straight back, setting up a screen pass, complete to Bogan. Penalty flags are thrown. He's at the 30, 25, and he is taken down at about the 21-yard line. But there is a penalty marker, and we may have a roughing the quarterback call. It was thrown in the backfield, and it was thrown well after the play pretty much had been run. We'll see what our referee, Mike Donato, is going to call. He's had a busy morning. Personal foul against North Quincy for roughing the passer. It'll be a first down. It is declined, of course, on the big gainer. So first down for Quincy at the 23-yard line with 1 minute clock moving left in this football game. As Austin drops straight back, now rolls out to the right, looking for his man, complete at the 10, 5, Joe Iannello, touchdown Quincy! So Quincy gets on the board. It's 24-6 as Joe Iannello hauled in a 23-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Steve Austin, and Quincy is on the board. They have averted a shutout, 24-6. As the Presidents were close several times today, and that time a fine pass play. Austin to Iannello down the right corner of the field and into the end zone. We'll have the try for the point or points after. So the Quincy fans who have not had much to cheer about today now get something to cheer for. A touchdown pass, and Quincy will be going for the single point. Mark Ferrand with Joe Iannello to hold. Flags down, kick up long enough, high enough, but there is a penalty marker, so hang on to the phone here. Let's see, procedure against Quincy, so they will take the penalty. The kick by Mark Ferrand, who is nursing a broken arm he suffered this year and has been limited to kicking duties, was well through the uprights, but it is no good because of the penalty for illegal procedures. So they'll put the ball at the 8-yard line, and they will try the point after again. Now let's see, Shaughnessy comes out, so Quincy may be going for the 2 points, feeling that Ferrand might not be able to nail it. Be about a 25-yard point after if he was. No, they are going to try. They'll spot it at the 15, so it'll be a 25-yard point after attempt by Mark Ferrand. Waiting for the snap, ball down, kick up long enough, high enough, and it is good. Fine. Point after by Mark Ferrand, and with 43 seconds to go in the game, our score is North Quincy 24, Quincy 7.
Football's great, but there's no action like the transactions you can get with a Financial Energy Express 24 card at South Weymouth Savings Bank, offering around-the-clock convenience at thousands of 24.
Inkling that they might onside this one.
I'd say there's better than a 50-50 chance anyway.
Well, I see a lot of low numbers out there. No linemen out on that field for North Quincy. They're counting heads, making sure they have 11. See Shansky out there, Ted Stevenson out there, Steve Happus, all experienced people that can hold on to the football. John Rodefield, as Quincy will undoubtedly try an onside kick to get this one, as Dan Biagini will do the honors, as Quincy has not moved their players to one side. Now they do. Everybody is going to go to the right, and Biagini onside kicks it, and it is taken by one of the North Quincy players at the 49-yard line. And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Looked like Ted Stevenson recovered the ball. 43 seconds to go in this one. It is a 24-7 lead for the North Quincy Red Raiders. And reminder that this game being telecast by Quincy Sun Channel 8. It can be seen twice tonight at 6 and 8:15 p.m. You'll be seen videotaped by Channel 8, and WJDA's audio will be added to it. That's at 6 and 8:15 tonight here on Channel 8. And now Silva, knee down, but we have flags. I believe there were 12 men in the field. As the 12th man was trying to get off the field, he didn't quite make it, so that should be a 5-yard penalty against North Quincy for procedure. 38 seconds left in this one. Immediately following the game, we'll be going down toward the locker room area. We'll be trying to get a word with both coaches. We have the Fiella Insurance Agency Players of the Week. And the penalty against North Quincy is declined. It'll be second down. The ball at the 45, their own 45-yard line, in second down with 30 seconds. Clock moving left. Silva knee down. And that maybe will be the last play. Maybe we'll have one more. And 14-13. The City Trophy will stay in North Quincy for a second year in a row. 5-4 counting down, and you'll hear the victory celebration. And there it is. That's the end of the football game. The North Quincy Red Raiders have won the city championship for the second year in a row as they defeat the Presidents.